Hey all. So my name is Hari, okay, and I'm working in a leading UK bank, and I'm having around 13 years of IT experience, okay, and I am dealing with a lot of data related projects. So I have a sound knowledge with respect to uh, data warehousings, okay, data presentation, data visualization, and lot of projects across the data. So my entire career has just focusing on the data related projects like analyzing the data, building a solution and delivering that for the business requirements. Okay, so this is all about myself in a short, right? And coming to this course, right? We are focusing on course intention. Let me start presentation. Okay, simple presentation. First, I want to explain you, right? So our course is combination of PostgreSQL and Power BI, right? So if you ask me why this is a combination of Postgres and Power BI, why can't it be a simply Power BI, right? So whenever if you take the current business world, okay, I hope you are able to see one simple picture, right? Data to insights journey. Right? Now, if you see in the current world, okay, almost every business is being adopting technology. Technology means, suppose if you are capturing your sales, your employees' details on a piece of paper, on a book, that is what happened earlier. Now, all those things are being captured on a computer, laptop, even not computer, laptop also. Now, lot of applications have came and everyone are using smartphone. In that smartphone, customized applications coming for each and every business. You just go to the Play Store, you download it, and you are going to use that one to track all your business activities, right? So this is the first stage. Lot of data is being collected, whether it's a information about a particular person, particular entity, or particular place. Suppose if someone is going on a vacation, they post lot of pictures or they post lot of feedbacks in the social media. That means there is a lots of data, gigabytes, terabytes, picabytes. Now, what can be done with this data? If we are able to arrange this data in a structured way, in a meaningful way, then we can understand the behavior of a customer or a business or a technology. What is the current trend is going on, right? Now, as I told just earlier, a lot of businesses are now adopting to the technology. Now, almost every business need a person who can streamline their data and present a nice reports for them. Correct? So that is
Correct.
where there are a lot of tools has came in the market. Bunch of tools, countless tools are there. With this open source coming, open source means it's a free of cost. You don't need to pay anything for those softwares. And there are market leaders like Amazon, Microsoft, Google. Three are competing. They are also releasing lot of tools. Out of this lot of tools, why Harish has picked a tool from the two tools, PostgreSQL for the database and for business intelligence, which we also simply call as BI, Power BI, right? So I'm going to give an explanation. So if you see a simple diagram, we have can see a data factory, right? Whatever discussed, all those things. Today, one of the person who is in this particular webinar, after this webinar, he will go to the shop and he will purchase something. He will get a bill. That's it. We are done. But whatever we purchase, that information should be captured in a database or in a file, like if you're seeing, right? Or in a storage systems or any HDS like open source or a database that is a structured one. So we term it as a data factory. Now with this our course, we are going to focus on, right, the promising technologies like one is PostgreSQL that is focuses on the SQL database, right, where the data factory can use, right? And second part is Power BI, how we can leverage the data we stored in a system, not just database. When we come to the Power BI, we will go through multiple systems. Okay. And we are going to create a meaningful insights or visualization dashboards. Now, if you simply see the stock market or any kind of, suppose if you are getting an advertisement, on seeing that particular advertisement with fancy visuals, graphs, charts, even a non-business person can understand, right? Suppose if I see our government is releasing our their progress, like how country's economy is going on. We are not a economic economist, or we are not an economic student. But they what they will put in some fancy numbers like total population, the population growth is this much, male female gender is this much. On seeing those images, we can easily understand, okay, my country is developing country or developed country, right? So to do these activities, now industry needs lot of data engineers, business intelligence persons. So there is a lot of demand is there, and this demand is going to be increasing day by day because everyone is moving from offline channels to online channels. So now market leaders need people who have the expertise to understand this one and part of their promising journeys, right? So I don't want to show you lot of images or PowerPoints. Again, that's going to be confusion also. It's simple. Someone asked why I should be learning this one is because I want to make sure that my students know the end-to-end journey. It's not about they are at the extreme right side where they are good in Power BI, but they don't have much understanding how their data is coming, right? So our course starts with the data warehousing. That means the building blocks, the fundamentals, understanding why we are storing the data, what are the basic fundamentals that we should be following whenever we want to store the data. And next comes a PostgreSQL database. So in the market, we have a lot of databases are there. PostgreSQL is open source and completely free. The full version of the PostgreSQL is free. And the good thing is structured query language is a universal language. Suppose if you know English, that we can manage by moving to any country. We may face some difficult initially, but at least we can move our things, right? Similarly, SQL, as a part of PostgreSQL classes, we are going to learn structured query language so that in case when you join in the IT company, so your company using a different database, you don't need to worry about it because already you know one standard structure query language as a part of our course. Okay. And finally, Power BI, the business intelligence. In this one, we are going to learn to get the data from different systems, from databases, Excels, online systems, everything. Keep it at one place and create the nice visuals, right? So this is the a journey, data journey, where it makes this course makes you all that okay, I have the right reason to be part of this journey. Okay. Any questions with respect to just a high level overview? Okay, I will go in detail about each and every part, but just want to know any doubts with respect to why we are, what is our motto? You can post over the channel. Okay, so that would be good, so that since this webinar is going to be recorded and it would be published to everyone, so I would request you can be on mute, but you just post your queries for the chart. Okay, I'm going to see the chart and I'm going to respond to you. Okay, fine. So if I go further, what are we going to learn from this particular course, right? So the first thing is that we would be covering the data warehousing concepts, right? PostgreSQL installation, DDL, that means data definition language. What is PostgreSQL? I'm going to come to that one. Okay. Yes, well. Queries and data types, Power BI installation, Power Query, right? We'll go one by one. So when it comes to the data warehousing concepts, okay. So in general, if you heard about warehouse, right? Each company maintains its warehouse to keep the finished goods or to keep the raw materials. Correct? Similarly, each and every company need to maintain a copy of their data in an organized manner so that they can use that data for their analytical purpose or some for any regulatory requirements. If you go with the banks, okay, it's mandatory that they need to securely store the customer data, right? So what is the basic?
Morning.
Guys, can you go on mute?
GP.
You can post in the chat channel if you have any
Oh
doubts,
God.
please. Sorry, just post your doubts in the chat channel, okay? Well, I have just seen your question. I am going to explain you, okay? Post SQL. So in the data warehousing concepts, we are covering introduction and what is the Ralph Kimball and Enpon, two great scientists, okay? And we are going to learn how data would be stored in a data warehouse, right? And some key concepts from the data warehousing. Okay, that is the first thing. Now coming to the PostgreSQL, just to let you know, well, this is not PostSQL, this is PostgreSQL. Okay, so PostgreSQL is a open source database management system. Okay, so database management means it's a software. If I say it in a simple terms, it's a software that is going to be used to store your data in the form of tables. That means in the form of rows and columns. Okay. And this particular database is an open source. That means it's a completely free. And this particular database is built as a project by, let me get that exact name of it's a prestigious institute, Berkeley's. Project is a project led by Michael Stornberger, was sponsored by Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, Army Research Office, National Science Foundation. So these are the prestigious institutions. Okay. And if you see when this particular project has started in 1986. Okay. So it started as a project and it slowly evolved technologically wise. And finally, after that, it has gone to Postgres 95 and then Postgres SQL. Okay. So in this Postgres SQL, we are going to learn table basis, how to create a table, how to see what are the different functions are there, and how to modify the tables, and how to create views. And also we are going to learn DML, means data manipulation language, right? Like inserting data into table, updating, deleting, and different things. Similarly, after data tables are created and data is inserted, we are going to learn different SQL queries. Okay. And we are going to learn data types. And another important thing which I want to let you know is when we are preparing this course structure, what myself and Lakshmi discussed is that the students which are coming to us were the completely new to the IT world. Okay, so they are completely kind of freshers. So this course is crafted like that you don't need to have any background knowledge, only some basics about computer knowledge, how to operate the computer, and some Microsoft Office tools. That's it. Okay, and I am going to start from very basics. It's kind of like a primary, and we would be coming to mid level, not advanced. Okay, I'm just clearly telling you because I'm we are covering from the primary to the mid level. Okay, but if any student is good enough and he is completing, then I am happy to support them one to one also for the advanced topic. Okay, so after PostgreSQL, so out of we are going to have 15 classes, each class just 1 hour. Okay, and we would be having a assignment review section before and after the class, and any Q&A, right? And total course is divided like that: 10% would be fundamentals, and 30% would be the PostgreSQL, and rest of the 60% would be the Power BI. Okay, so after PostgreSQL, we are going to have a nice Power BI, which is a visualization tool. Okay, so Power BI, Power Business Intelligence tool. Okay, so what it does is that it collects the data as a part of Power Query. I mean, we learn how to connect to different source systems, transform the data, and clean the data, and we would be doing some automation also. Okay, after that, we are going to analyze the data, like data modeling. That means data modeling means arranging the data, like how we arrange our items in our rooms or in our house. Similarly, the data modeling is the concept like how we are going to store our data, how many tables we need. Each table should be having what kind of columns and how they are interrelated. So analyzing, and finally visualization, having nice table charts, bar charts, or pie charts, whatever it may be, and then publishing them to the end users. Okay, so the topics which we are going to cover mainly like Power Query, Power Pivot, Power Visualization, and publishing. Okay, the good thing is, let me show you the Power BI. Okay, let me open Power BI and PostgreSQL. I will just give a small demo. Okay, any doubts till now about the course structure? Okay, if you have any queries or anything, you can post it in the channel. Okay, now I'm going to give a small demo for both PostgreSQL and Power BI. Okay, just let me open the things. You can post your doubts in the meantime, okay, over the chat channel. So this is Power BI services, and this is Power BI desktop. Okay, it says logged in. So let me open our recent Power BI work which we did. So I will just go one by one as per our course order, right? That we are going to have these fundamentals. In the PostgreSQL, okay, I'm just opening our previous class work. Yes, Shrestha, Yeah, this would be good enough to apply the jobs as an entry level. Okay. So if you see this particular SQL file, structure query language file, okay, as a part of PostgreSQL, you are going to learn how to create a tables, okay, and what are the different data types for each and every column. And we are going to have a separate section to understand what each data type means and what is the purpose of it. Similarly, we are going to learn how to insert the data, okay, and these are not going to happen in a one class, okay, so these are going to happen slowly as per different classes as per our curriculum course structure, okay. And similarly, we are going to have update data, how to read the tables, right, select queries, and how to delete the data. So all these things you are going to learn. So this is a structured query language, SQL, and this is a universal language. PostgreSQL, considering it's a open source free of cost, we are going to use this one, and we are going to learn about Postgres and the SQL, both the things. In that way, we would be familiar with the one of the universal language that deals with the data. Okay. So joins is another important concept where if we want to pull the data from multiple tables, okay, because when the organization grows bigger, one table is not enough to store the data. So we store the data in different tables, like you will store customer information in the customer table and customer address in the customer address table. Now, whenever you want to pull both customer personal information and address information, that we need to join them, right? So in that case, we are going to learn joins and aggregation functions. Obviously, when it comes to the bigger organizations, they want to know what are their total customers, what are their total products, what is their total sales, average sales, all those things, right? And modifying the tables as per the business requirements, right? So all these things you are going to learn as a part of your first part of your course, PostgreSQL. Okay. So in this way, you would be having a knowledge of the end-to-end journey, and that makes your career also to be accelerated, right? So now the second part of our course is PostgreSQL Power BI, right? So when I come to the Power BI, just I'm opening a simple Power BI homepage. So if you see here, so my sales dashboard, what is my sales by country, sales by team, okay? And we are going to debug any errors, debug exercise. Similarly, sales. So we are going to create these kind of visuals by connecting multiple source systems. Now, if you ask me how many source systems can Power BI connects, a number of hundreds of source systems. So Power BI has the capability. And if I tell you one thing, in the business intelligence tools, the Power BI and Tableau are the market leaders. Okay. And Tableau is a something like a complex thing. Okay. Where experts use it, but Power BI is very good enough for freshers also. I'm going to show you one comparison also, comparison table. Okay. So if you see, if you ask me Excel, text file, XML, JSON, folder, whatever it may be. Suppose if you come to database, you just name any database, I have the answer that yes, my Power BI can connect to it. Power platforms, Azure, online services, others. We will connect it. Okay, I'm just canceling for now. And we get the data. So if you see this one, table view, we have all the tables which we pulled, and we created data model in the model view. Okay, I'm just showing at a high level, you don't need to worry. Okay, as and when we are practicing, we are going to understand all these things. And finally, we are going to create reports. Like I have a performance report. See, my total company revenue, total customers, and my salesperson's performance, how they are performing. Suppose if I sort with this total sales, see, green, yellow, amber, orange, red. My car sales trend. Even with the help of Power BI, we can find the sales trend. We can forecast whether our sales can be growing or whether sales can be reducing. Okay. So just want to know, how many of you have worked on Microsoft Office tools like MS Word, PowerPoint, or Excel? Can you post over the chat stating yes, no?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you. Who else?
And I have a question after this.
Yeah, yes, definitely. You can post the question in the channel, please, so that I'm going to. Yes, you are going to get the recording, Piyush. This class is being recorded and we are going to share you. Yeah, I got a lot of SS whenever I asked the people using Microsoft Excel. Let me show you one thing. Let me open the Microsoft Excel file. A blank page I am opening. I'm just putting them side by side. Okay. So if you see the insert option, see how we have charts, sprinklers, filters, so group by. Same thing, data, queries, visuals, text box. So if I click on insert, see, here we term it as visuals. Here it is, sorry, here it is charts, where whichever the chart you can open and insert it by taking the required data. Same thing applies here. You have lot of visuals, bar columns, line charts, waterfalls, donuts, maps, and we have artificial intelligence visuals also. We have power platforms, elements. So if you see here, we have different shapes, right? See here. Same thing we have in the Power BI. Shapes, images, button, modeling, new measures, tables, roles, view. Suppose if you see the Excel part, view, see themes, page layouts, mobile layout, all those things. Okay. So what I can say you is Power BI is a kind of a next level for Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint presentation. So Microsoft Excel's PowerPoint that we need to create them manually. Now with the help of Power BI, we are automating those process so that once you have the data, when you just click on, say some like refresh the data, you will get all the reports, page one, page two. Consider if this is a PowerPoint, you will get all the pages. And you can upload in your Microsoft Power BI services. This is the Microsoft Power BI services window. Okay. And you can create, suppose this is my workspace. I'm going to create you one account for everyone. Suppose if I keep this one, what is that one? Walmart sales report. Export PowerPoint. embedded an image, embedded as live data. Analyze Excel, PDF, whatever I want. Let me download it as PowerPoint. Exclude hidden reports, no current values. Okay, only export current page. No, I want everything. So you create your Power BI reports, say 10 or 20, and publish it. So every time your data refreshes, suppose next month you will get the new data. So you just need to simply refresh your reports and export into PDF and give it to your management. Or you can also analyze and you can suggest our management. Okay, boss, this is our sales report. So focus areas are needed from so and so teams or salespersons. See here. I'm just showing a simple PowerPoint presentation. I'm not going to prepare every time this one, right? So this is the benefit of Power. And suppose if I see the where is my, yeah, here it is. Difference comparison, what we call difference between Tableau and Power BI. I hope I will get a starting. I'm just thought of having a tabular format so that I can easily show you that one. Guys, if you are not talking, can you go on mute just to avoid recording noise? Not this one. At a times I keep saving this particular file also. Hi, can we get the recording of this class? Yes, Piyush, you will get the recording of this class. Okay. So if you see here, Power BI free of cost, Tableau free of cost, Power BI Pro, again, there are charges are there, right? And Power BI is cost effective. Power BI is generally more affordable, especially for small to medium sized businesses. Integration with Microsoft products, seamless integration with Microsoft tools like Excel, Azure, SQL Server make it a natural choice for organizations already using Microsoft products. Okay, just think of companies those are using Microsoft and not using Microsoft. 99% would be using Microsoft, right? So that means we can have a higher choice that companies tending to get the Power BI for their reporting purpose. Easy to use, known for its user-friendly interface, making it ideal for beginners or those who are not deeply technical. A strong BI and data warehousing capabilities. So Power BI Excel is the data preparation and business intelligence capabilities. Okay. Coming to disadvantages, limited to Windows. Okay, this is the point. Okay. So Power BI is not there in the Mac OS. So if anyone is having Mac OS, I request you that you just get some Windows. Performance with large data set can experience, okay, less flexible with advanced analytical tools, right? Like if you see Tableau. Now, if you see Tableau, advanced visualization we have offers great flexible and advantage options. Better handling of large data sets. So Tableau is for the large data sets. That means who are already in the data world, and if you want to improve your skill set more because you are already well versed with the business intelligence tools, so you can go with the Tableau also. Cross platform available multiple platforms, like it can work in Mac OS also, has a large active community. Now, if you see the disadvantages, cost obviously more expensive than Power BI, which might be concern for individuals or small business. So that means this is only limited to the bigger organization. Steeper learning curve might be more challenging for beginners or non-technical users to master it, right? And I know that we would be beginners and we want to be first of all enter into the IT world. Less seamless integration with Microsoft products, right? So, and which is better means again that depends upon the person to person, right? Wherever we want that we are the one we can decide. Okay. So this is all about our course structure. Okay. Just to give a, so this is about our technicalities of our course. Okay. What is our course? How it is structured and what we are covering. Okay. Now coming to the organizing the classes. So this is a 15 hours class. Okay. So we would be having weekdays only, daily 1 hour class, not more than that one. The reason because my understanding is that we are going to get the beginners, which means lot of things can't be feed to them, that we should be going in a slower phase initially and then kickstart. Each and every class would be recorded in the Zoom high quality and it would be uploaded into the YouTube, and all the registered users are going to get the access to their particular videos. Okay. And why I'm uploading to YouTube means because you can have a seamless access at anywhere. Suppose today you are busy with your job, but if you're traveling by train or some metro, then you can just watch that recording. Okay. Within half an hour, you are going to get the class recording. With that one, along with the recording, I will be giving an assignment also. So what I need from the students is that after the class, it would be another 23 hours, right? By the time we would be starting next class. So you should be taking 1 hour time to watch that recording again and complete the assignments. Okay. And I am going to support you. How is it now, Samuel? Is my audio better? Along with the class, I am going to support you for the certificate preparation. Okay. Full level of support for you guys who want to apply for certifications. Full guidance would be there. And resume preparation, resume guidance, and also helping in the job market. Okay. Now, when it comes to the job market, right? So I just queried some, Googled some sites. So if you see here, so I'm just checking Power BI developer jobs in the United States. So we have 490. And if you see per year, you will get 80K to 90K. Just an example. Okay. It would be varying based on the skill set, how we present in the interviews, all those comes, right? So job market is very wide, especially for the Power BI, which is a Microsoft tool. It's a market leader. So in our course, we are not just touching Power BI. We are also going to touch the roots, the extreme left side of the part. Okay. My support would be there, up equal to the Lakshmi. Like I understand you are very close to Lakshmi, right? So we are all our professional trainers. Okay. We are going to give the same level of service to all of you. Recordings would be accessed 24 by 7. Okay. Within half an hour, once class completed, suppose normally our class would be for US guys, it would be evening time, right? So as and when class completed, I'm going to upload within half an hour. So considering it's a YouTube link, you would be having continuous access. Okay. And if you required any refresh of the classes, definitely next batch also you are allowed to join. Okay. Normally I complete one batch for every month. Considering it's a 3 weeks, so 3 weeks batch and 1 week gap. Okay. So for days we can make the live section. Do you mind me asking when do we have the post completion of class? Within 30 minutes, you will have access to live class recording on YouTube. Full support on certification and resume guidance, interview preparation. Okay, so I hope I covered the about myself, okay, and technicalities of the course and the opportunities those are there and the service level of service we are going to provide. Okay, how many weeks class? It would be 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 5 days per week, 1 hour class. Okay, let me show you this particular presentation. So the classes would be starting from 5th February. Okay, uh, here it is. Okay, so classes would be starting from 5th February to 23rd February. Okay, so which means exactly 3 weeks. Okay, so the fourth week would be a buffer in case of anything. Suppose if we need to skip one class within the week, then fourth week would be buffer. Okay, but it's a 15 days course, daily 1 hour. Okay, Monday to Friday. And the timings, I would request that you should be referring to your local time zone. Okay, so if you see Monday 8 p.m. for EST and New York time 7 p.m., which means for rest of the continent. Okay, for Sydney it would be like Tuesday to Saturday. For India also it would be Tuesday to Saturday, morning 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. UK it is something like 1 a.m. Okay, so it's all about that we need to wait. Okay, and I'm going to share you this particular document over this chart, and I would request you to post your Gmail. Okay, kindly request all of you to post your Gmail so that I can share all the details of the course structure and everything. Okay, it would be great if you share your Gmail and phone number. Okay, Gmail and mobile number which is having WhatsApp. Okay, I would request you to share both Gmail and mobile number at same time, so that I can capture. Okay. How much is this class, please? So, Mary, the it's about 300 US dollars. Okay. Normally, this course charges around 500, but we are going with a discounted of 300 US dollars and equivalent to 250 pounds, 400 Canadian dollars, 300 euro. Okay. And 15 Indian rupees. Do you want to share us the Gmail? Yes, please. Kindly request all of you to share your Gmail and phone number. See, like Harish has shared just now. Okay. So if you are sharing that one, I'm going to consolidate your details and post it, send you the details. Okay. Uh, I'm just stopping class recording. Okay. So with respect to the certification, okay, for SQL, we are not doing any certification. It's a universal thing. But for Power BI, okay, I'm going to give a guidance on Power BI Data Analyst Associate. Okay, so this is the Microsoft certified. Okay, so here there are two things are there from the hack, our agile and so on coaching. Once you complete all the 15 days training, and if you completed your assignments, okay, please note down these points. Okay, if you completed your assignments up to mark, I'm going to give you the training completion certification. Okay, 15 days training certificate. Along with, I am going to help you to be working for the Microsoft certified Power BI data analyst associate. Okay, and normally it is termed as PL 300. So the job role you can apply is like data analyst and business users. And this costs around, uh, where is this one? $150, I think. Yeah, 165. Okay. And that thing you are going to pay directly to the Microsoft Corporation. Okay. And I'm not going to charge any additional thing for your guidance onto the certification. It's a part of the course, right? Along with this one, I'm going to share you a lot of practice assessments and guiding you on those things, right? So this will gives completing this certificate that you are fit for the data analyst and business users. Okay, so that's it. Any questions with respect to certification?
Yes, you said buying the exam is 165 or
Correct,
300.
correct. 165. That's a altogether separate. Okay, it's a registering. So why we are not included as a part of this one is because see, once the student should be learning first of all, and after that he should be practicing, right? So once which I mean, I do regular connect with the students. So after doing some practice exams and after having discussions, and once if you feel that, hey, yes, we are good enough with the exam, then you can book this exam and then apply for the exam. Okay.
Okay, and the time for the class you said is 8 p.m. on my Eastern time, 8 p.m. No more 8
Ye-
a.m. as we did today.
Yeah, no, because this is a Saturday, so I want to cover maximum. I kept it morning. Okay, so it's exactly the opposite, 8 p.m.
Okay, 8 p.m. Okay.
Mm,
Yes.
okay.
Mhm.
For India, Australia, Europe, it would be like next day early morning timing. Okay, that means it's something like Tuesday to Saturday.